Good morning, class 12th. Today we are going to discuss about another innovation in humans, that is stem cells. You must have heard about stem cells. It's a very interesting topic and is the latest topic on which the worldwide research is going on. So stem cells are actually the body's own reservoir. You can say it's the natural reservoir. It replenishes the stocks of specialized cells that have been used up or damaged. Okay, we all have stem cells at work inside us. All these stem cells are working. Right now, inside your bone marrow, stem cells are busy making 100,000 million new blood cells. You need every single day. So this can be a tremendously high rate at which the stem cells are actually working. We need to make new cells all the time just to keep our body functioning. You have already studied this in class 10th when cell division was being taught. So these are also such kind of the stem cells are also continuously working, and there are some specialized cells such as blood cells or muscle cells that are unable to make copies of themselves through cell divisions. Instead, they are replenished from populations of stem cells. They require stem cells to be manufactured. Okay, so they can only be manufactured by the stem cells. They cannot divide, they cannot be formed by cell division only. So the stem cells have a very unique ability to produce both copies of themselves, that is by self renewal, and also they can produce the differentiated or more specialized cell types every time they are dividing. Okay, so I'll read it out for you. Cells in the body have specific purposes, but stem cells are cells that do not yet have a specific role and can become almost any cell that is required. So basically, stem cells have two functions. They can form their own cells, that means they are self renewal, plus they can form some specialized cells also. Okay, so they are very essential for the maintenance of the tissues. Any tissue, maybe it is blood, it is skin or gut, that undergo continuous turnover by cell replacement. Okay, or maybe the muscle cells which are able to make the continuously multiplying to take up the body needs to build up new muscles every time. uh, Stem cells originate from two main sources: adult body tissues and embryos. These are two main sources of cell of these stem cells. Scientists are also working on the ways to develop stem cells from other cells using genetic reprogramming techniques. It's a very interesting thing over here. Stem cell is actually the burning topic over which most of the research around the globe is taking place. By genetic reprogramming of these cells, the scientists are trying to make any cell and take any cell and transform it into a stem cell by only genetic recombination or reprogramming the whole system of the cell. So this is possible and they are working on it. Okay, so moving forward, what makes stem cells so unique? Of course, the cells are these cells are so unique because they are unspecialized. They can do anything. They are master of all, you can say. Unlike a red blood cells which carries oxygen through the bloodstream, or a muscle cell that works with other cells to produce movement. Okay, a stem cell does not have any specialized physiological properties, so it can undergo any properties. They can divide and produce identical copies of themselves, as I told you over and over again. They can divide. This process of cell renewal continues throughout the lifetime of the organism. So, self renewal is a defining property of these stem cells. Specialized cells such as blood and muscles do not normally replicate themselves, which means that they are seriously damaged. Whenever they are seriously damaged, maybe because of any injury or disease, they cannot replace themselves. So, what is required at that time is a stem cell. Why? Because stem cells can divide and produce more specialized cell types by a process called as differentiation. You must have heard about differentiation or studied somewhere. These stem cells are unspecialized, they are undifferentiated, you can say. When they differentiate to carry on certain specific functions, they become differentiated, of course, and the process is called as differentiation. Stem cells from different tissues or from different stages of development vary in number and types of cells that they can produce. According to the classical view, when an organism develops, the potential of a stem cell to produce any type of any type of the cell in the body is gradually restricted. So the first cell of the body is most versatile. It can produce almost every kind of the cell. And the if we talk about the most specialized cell or the blood cells are capable of enough of producing their own cell types. So they are least specialized. Clear? Okay, moving forward. See the diagram here. The stem cell in the center can be differentiated into intestinal cells, liver cells, muscular cells, other kind of cells, intestinal cells, then blood cells and muscular cells. So they are versatile. The stem cells are undifferentiated, so they can differentiate into n number of cells, making n number of cells, n varieties of cells, and can further be useful in the research and treatment purposes. Clear? So it's a very important topic. Every now and then the board is asking this type of question: what do you mean by stem cells? Where, how many types of stem cells are there? What are different kinds of organizational reviews of these stem cells? I'll be telling all of you all that in the subsequent parts of the topic.